Hey, you're the first, Cherry. How you doing, Cherry? Yep, first. Except I didn't say anybody's. It says there's 0 people. Okay, now I see one. How you doing, Cherry? Good. What's up? Not much. Just did an hour on the bike, indoor bike. About to eat like a little fig bar. Hey, Boats and Logs. How you doing, brother? Brother Boats. Close to repping 205. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Keep up the grind. The grind never stops. That's the mentality I gotta start getting, like everyday growth. My beard's not coming yet? I don't know. Patience. Patience. Hey, what's up, Dark Mamba? How you doing? Advice for a professional alcoholic? Quit alcohol. That's my advice. Doesn't do any good. Go support Black Lives Matter? Yeah, I support Black Lives Matter. I feel so bored right now. I don't want to sleep. Hey, you gotta sleep, Cherry. That weird noise, the AC, the air conditioner. A professional alcoholic. Turn it off. Why? I need the AC. It's hot. It's hot in here. Hey, bro, subscribe to your channel, watching your long streaks video. Hey, yeah. It's always gonna be there, that long streak, and I know I've done it, so I can always do it again. But it's time to start documenting something else, I feel. Because I don't know, it gets tiring after a while, every single day, titling the videos No Fat. But, yeah, I'll get back up there in the days. We can't hear you? You can hear me. Pretty sure you can hear me. Official guest, how you doing, official guest? Yo, yo, yo! Change glory. What's good, Batman? Hey, we got the OGs. Yeah, so I just did an hour on the bike in the gym, and I gotta get used to it. We got someone stupid out here judging. Bro, what's up, Beetleberg? People make channels specifically just to hate, which is messed up. Just to lie, hate, troll. It's messed up. All I do is hide them and block them. That's what they ask for, though. And then they make new channels, and then it's just the cycle repeats itself. That was my diet. So I don't eat any fast food. I haven't had like processed foods or fast food in a while. What do I usually eat? I have smoothies in the mornings usually. Big bars for like snacks every now and then. I try to drink a gallon of water a day. Some days I struggle with that. For like lunch I have sometimes PB&Js, sometimes lettuce tomato sandwiches, and then for like dinner I'll have sometimes avocado sushi, pasta with vegetables, rice with vegetables. That's pretty much every day. I forgot you have two cats. Well, nah, I can't go too deep into like the personal. They're not my cats, essentially. Dislocated my elbow today. I was on a broken slide. Ow, that sounds painful. The worst I ever got was just like rolled ankles and like twisted ankles playing basketball back in the day. I never dislocated anything. It's good, weirdo. Why did I relapse? I gave in to the urges. And then from there, the chaser effect just kept coming. So it's like, once you relapse, it opens up like the urges to like keep relapsing. So, and then, yeah, it's hard. It's kind of like when you have this huge streak of pull-ups, push-ups, positive habits, and then you miss a day. The brain goes, okay, so you can miss the next day. And then, yeah, then it's harder and harder to restart a streak. Is it windy outside? No, not at all. Hey, what's up, brother Hype? I was just watching your video, the no-fat video. Neptune, the friendly one. How you doing, Neptune? What's good? Oh, you're doing better. That's good. That's good. Is it 100% yet? Yeah, I liked it. I think I only watched like half of it. I was listening to it as I was driving here. Yeah. Yeah. You were talking about like the dreamers versus the realists. I think I did finish it actually. And yeah, I think I'm a dreamer. I'm definitely a dreamer. Who wants to be a realist? There's so much like possibilities out there that I'd rather be a dreamer than just give in to whatever normal is. And I don't want to be normal. Who wants to be normal? It's been a while. Yeah, I gotta get back to streaming again. I miss it. But yeah, I'm a dreamer. Ah, it's getting chilly in here. It's getting chilly. If it's less wise. I think I feel more in my head, kind of like a brain fog and all that. So you could say less wise, less in the moment. I'm eating this thing right here, fig bar, strawberry fig bar. Fig bar. Able Digital Marketing Agency. How you doing, Able? Able? What have I eaten so far today? I think I've had pasta and vegetables. That's about it. And a favor. Really proud of your progress. There's ups and downs, so I mean, like life, right? It's not always going to be a linear line of like growth. So I'm getting back into it though, with the positive habits. I'm trying. Hey, what's good, brother Richard? I'm not able to stay long. I have things to do. See you, man. Hey, you too, Neptune. And it's been good seeing you. It's been a while. I'm just not used to streaming. It feels weird. Is a relapse is trying. I mean, here's how I always look at it. There's so many better ways to release stress than fapping or doing any like negative habit. I equate it to like a negative. It doesn't have any benefits. You could release stress through working out. You could release stress through meditation. There's just so many better avenues, I think, to release stress. And fapping is just there's no benefit to it. I really don't get any benefit to it, personally. There's really no benefit to fapping. I mean, some would argue the benefit to having sex, like connecting more with the person, but fapping is just a waste. Like, it's just such a waste, I think. I went 150 days and failed once and couldn't get back on my feet. You can call me Nazraoui. I can't say my name ever since I got doxxed, so hey, you can call me 24/7 Betterment. But yeah, doxing people suck. Except it feels good for 5 seconds. Exactly. It's like 5 seconds. I mean, I don't even get the pleasure from 5 seconds. It's just such a... And then I'm just kind of numb. Like, I'm numb beforehand, I'm numb during it, and I'm numb afterwards. I don't get any pleasure from it. People say it decreases... That's a myth right there. Have you ever seen any monk or nun that has had prostate cancer? I don't think so. I don't think the monks are getting prostate cancer left and right from being celibate. I feel guilty after it, but I didn't go off on someone. Are you a virgin? I am not a virgin. I think I've had sex, how many times in my life? Like 6, 7? Seven, maybe. What do you think about edging? Does that also? So if there's some people will say edging is a relapse, and it does, as you're edging, do a lot of bad things to like the brain, and you get brain fog afterwards. That's the feel. But if you can stop yourself during edging, because a lot of people, I think, they go all the way because they already feel like they've relapsed just by edging. But if you can say, okay, I haven't busted a nut, I'm stopping right there, that's a win. So I don't know, there's so many different ways to go about this, but I would say it's playing with fire, but it's not. It's kind of like you order a box of pizza, you eat one slice, and you're like, damn, I ruined my diet. So you just end up eating the whole pizza instead. But you're like, nah, I only ate one slice. And then you stop right there. I'd say just not counting it and not going all the way is better than counting it and just starting from day one. My biggest question is, does it feel the same like porn and sex? What's the difference? I'd say it's the same if you're not connected with the person. A release is a release unless you're like deeply connected with that person. But even if you're deeply connected with a person, it's still a loss of something. Like, there's definitely something to that. Yeah, that power. What's good, Raul? This was. Hey, what's good, Patrick Wiggle? That's your plus, like the brain, man. If you edge, the brain's gonna be like, oh, okay, let me edge some more, then let me edge some more. Then it's always gonna lead to a relapse in the long run. So, edging is playing with fire. If you edge and stop, what if the next day the same day you automatic release? Maybe. I don't know. All I will say is, like, people use edging as an excuse to go all the way and release. And over time, if you can, I don't recommend it, but if you edge and you don't release, over time it gets boring and you just stop edging. I never edged on that long streak, but there have been streaks in the past where I've edged, and over time the brain goes like, damn, we're not even releasing, so the edging becomes less pleasurable because the brain just wants to release. I've tried everything on this journey. I'd say, going about my rules, a release is a relapse, except a wet dream that you have no control over. Do you feel guilty like after sex? I mean, so when I was a virgin, I think it was like 21, 22 when I lost my virginity. It's nothing special. I mean, maybe because I haven't found like a special person. I don't know, it's just like, even, it's really nothing special. It's just another form of, I find, maybe it's just me, but pleasure with anything really, it's just fleeting. It's not lasting. The only true pleasure that I get is by challenging myself, and like physical feats and all that. That's where I get like the true pleasure. Anything like instant is just like, it's fleeting. So it's like, I regret it. I regret relapsing every time. Whoops, hold up. Ooh, my phone's overheating. Damn, that's not good. Really should be. It's somewhat of a relapse, but I wouldn't reset my count for it. Day 31. I'll get there in 31 days. How you doing, Teddy? Because if you peek. How's it going? It's going well. Am I happy with life? I'm not going to be living with my father for too long. I've got a lot of good opportunities coming up. But I don't regret it, because who knows how long I've got with my dad and family. Everything's happening at the right time. I got a lot of great opportunities coming up, so I need to like make sure I'm the person I want to be, so that when those opportunities come, I'm not like, I don't know, wake up at 5 a.m. to catch the train. I woke up at 5 today. Whew. It was rough. Go back to NoFap. Nah. I've already documented a year. It's time to change. Sound is weird. Yeah, it's the AC. It's the AC. I'm on day 31. Air conditioning. I could turn it off. Then okay, I'll turn it off. Day 1 of waking up at 5. That's the main challenge. And that's off of, I think I got 4 hours of sleep. 3 hours of sleep. That was tough. On day 31, hey, that's the month milestone right there. I'd look at like milestones, like the first week milestone, the 2-week milestone, the half-month milestone. That helped in the beginning. What do you think about when people do it and they say do it again and again and say I'll start a new streak tomorrow? Streaks help me, not just NoFap, but it holds me accountable by doing something every day and being consistent. How do you manage the chaser effect though? Like constant relapse after a long streak? I mean, as you could tell, I didn't handle it that good because I kept relapsing, right? I'm still on day 1, so I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to get back, so yeah, the chaser effect is real. Day 3 did 22 days last month. Nice. Best thing in the world is to not fall, even if the streak is not completely clear. I agree with that, Javier. Streaks inspiring. Yeah, I like wake up 5 a.m. streaks, or push up and pull up streaks, or if it's still active. Yeah, I feel like what I learned from that streak will always stay with me. And like if I did it, then I can do it again. Still got you relapsing the point? Yeah, unfortunately. I'm back to the cycle. That's why I can't take days off. I can't go back because yep, back in the cycle. How you doing, Dolev? How to find out about NoFap? I'm not sure. Might have been 18, 19 years old. First person I think I started watching was Black White Guy in America, Seth Alexander, and that's the guy who inspired me. Important question. After a streak that long, did you went back to fetishes or taste of porn? Not really. Pretty much the fetishes part of that is gone. So pretty much normal. I mean, porn in general is pretty bad. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, probably not, because I did go back. So if I went back to it, did I truly heal from it? Probably not. So yeah, it's time to, I just want to quit it for good. Even if you PMO, it's going to be a while. Hope so. I don't know. All I care about now is consistency with my positive habits, and that's all that matters. Getting back on track with the fitness journey. And positive habits like reading, meditating, stretching, a gallon of water a day, not have any like processed foods and junk food and all that stuff. Out of topic, but what movie do you recommend? I think I'm watching currently the show Killing Eve. That's a pretty good show. It's on Netflix if you've got Netflix. It's got 4 seasons. We're on the 2nd season. So yeah, that's what I'm currently watching. What day's number is your birthday? You mean how many days until my birthday? Or like what day? Eating healthy makes it easier. So yeah, I'm getting back into cold showers too. I'm ending the shower with 30 seconds of cold. Thought after 1 year, no porn. That's the thing, but that works for some. It's an addiction, man. Like, it can easily pull you back. That's why you always have to not get complacent, because the moment you're complacent, it's gonna pull you right back. Like 21. Oh, 28. 28. Must say that your last video. Hey, thank you, Dolev. Appreciate it. The one you commented on was not the last one though, because I made one today on my running. My day one of waking up at 5. Porn scalated for you? Yeah. Not too dark, but like, yeah, pretty dark. Nothing like too weird though. But yeah, I don't wanna say what it escalated to. Do you try to compete with people that are 30? I don't try to compete with anybody but myself. I don't care about how anybody lives their life. I'm just trying to grow and challenge myself and across all avenues, really. But I definitely want to live past 100. That's definitely good. You know, you don't consume? I don't know. I don't consume those categories. I mean, porn in general is bad. Like, I don't really differentiate worse porn to vanilla porn. It's all bad. It's all messed up. So yeah. It's like saying one addiction's worse than the other, when in reality, just addictions in general. I don't like categorize things as worse or better. Although there are levels to addictions. That's true, but it's just, yeah. It's like saying drinking or porn is worse than drinking, or drinking's worse than meth, which meth probably is worse than drinking, but I still don't say anything. It's all bad. You're gonna have to be homeless to live to 100, because rent is rising. Easier. 100 back. That's true. That's why we gotta learn skills that can get us financially independent and free. Different sources of revenue, different skills, and just keep learning, right? Keep learning and growing and sharing that with the world. Not a lot of drinking though. Yeah, drinking in my opinion is less worse. It's socially acceptable, but I don't know if it's less worse. How it was for you to watch porn after such a long time? same effects. It still numbs you. It's still like, it's not as, I don't know, it numbs you. It numbs your feelings. It's like you're kind of sleepwalking through life. You're not even a part of life when you watch it. The day you relapsed. No. Because I think during that streak, I might have had, I think in a year, over a year, 10 wet dreams I had. So, yeah, wasn't a whole bucket. Feels so natural, good. Yeah. You don't have as much of a negative effect as you would through like consciously releasing. I felt a physical ache after watching that. More mental, more like I just did something that wasn't who I wanted to be, and that's the worst, right? Do I like Findom? I don't know what that is. Every time I do like anything that goes against who I want to be, I feel like I let myself down, a part of myself down. That goes with anything. When you're on 53 days no fat. I don't remember. I think I documented every wet dream though, except like towards the end. But I've documented like my first wet dream, second wet dream. I think I titled my videos that, so I'm not sure when they were, but I did title it that. I developed artificial. Yeah, that's porn. It's like nothing satisfies you. It just wants more and more and more and more stuff. And that's the way it is with the brain too. It doesn't care how dark you go or how deep down the rabbit hole you go. It just wants variety. And yeah, it's messed up. The brain is not the best friend with I'm on day 31 and still have, yeah, it's gonna take a long time to rewire our brains from all that stuff. Can I explain brain fog? Basically, well, for me at least, I think it's the inability to concentrate or focus, the inability to like remember stuff, and just feeling like you're not in the moment, kind of. You know, I have a confession. I used to watch your first video before the industry. I remember looking at this. Maybe, I don't know. I never felt like there was much of a difference. Hey, Prince Raj. Remember you? Maybe. I remember Raj. Hey, have a great day, Javier. Castaneda. Yeah. Do I have a goal this time? The goal is one day at a time. If I look too far down the road, I usually relapse. So one day at a time. That's how I even made it past the year. I was focusing on one day at a time. The goal is really to have a whole year of consistent habits that I never miss a day. That's the real goal. There's something in my throat. I quit documenting it because it's just, I had to like document. Well, first, 75 hard, which is basically hybrid training. I wanted to document that on another channel, but just I need to first develop like a good streak, like a 7 days then like once I get momentum, then it's so much easier. So then I'm gonna start on my other channel documenting the 75 hard channel. But I don't know, every time relapsing after every 2 days gets tiring. How you doing, Alfred? But yeah, I gotta get back in shape. I really do, because I got this race next month, and I'm definitely not in shape for the race. So, what do you think is the difference between day one? No difference. I mean, the only difference is I've done it before, so I know I can do it again. But no day one is ever fun. Rubik's Cube. Yeah, I learned how to do the Rubik's Cube from this one video online. There's like certain steps. Just look up like beginner how to solve Rubik's Cube, and you'll remember the steps. But yeah, it's fun. I forgot the steps, so I'll have to like look it up again. But I haven't touched that Rubik's Cube since I got it. Since I've got it and figured it out. And I'm Audi Laters. Hey, good to see you, Hype. Hype found it. Jesus is the way, the truth, and life. I'm not religious. I believe I'm not Christian. I'll tell you that. My last day one felt like rock bottom. So that's the thing. I've had relapses throughout my whole life, and I've always said like, damn, this is rock bottom. This is rock bottom. It can't get any worse. But then it always does get worse. So it's like the cycle is the tiring part, because you're just like, you want to get out the cycle, but then you forget about how bad it feels. Then you get back in the cycle, and it's just this. It's awful. It's awful. I hate it. Humanity. Hey, I was a loss making trade for 2 years, man. And we got another scammer in the building. There's so many scammers out there. So many. And it's really sad that people actually trust those scammers. It's like, I know, that's the worst part. You forget how you felt, and then you keep going back to it. Have you ever thought about how much of its urges from addiction? That's a good question. The urge, because like it is a biological urge to procreate and to like release. So that's I think why it's such a hard addiction, because like there's that urge, and then there's the urge of the supernormal stimulus from porn, and it just kind of connects and makes it so much harder. So yeah, you're dealing with like essentially two addictions: the urge to release and like the urge to watch that stuff. So yeah, I agree with that. It's essentially two urges. Can I share a little? Go for it, Dolev. You can always share things on this channel. But here's the thing: if you can overcome that urge to relapse, to release, then you can pretty much do anything in this life, I believe. Because that's such a powerful force. And by saying no to that, I believe you really can do anything with that power. It's that powerful. How do you deal with the natural one? I don't think we can deal with it. The same way, because like, I don't know if you know Mike V, he comments every once in a while. The same way, it's like nobody has ever died from fapping. Like, you don't need to fap to live. You need water, you need food, and you need rest and sleep. Those are really the only 3 things you need to survive. Anything else is pretty much unnecessary. Like, you don't need to fap or release to live a healthy life. You don't need material stuff. You don't need... Yeah, like, you need... The simpler the life, the happier you are. And how do you know that now you're not addicted? I think since I have an addictive personality, it's so easy for me to go backwards. That's why I always have to, like, keep focused every day, because my mind is always going to be... The mind always wants to seek pleasure. Even if you're not addicted, the mind, it always wants comfort. That's the thing. That's why you got to constantly fight that urge of comfort, because comfort is just temporary. It's actually in a relationship in last August we engaged, and I promised myself that after I'll stop because I feel like it'll betray. Yeah, so that's the tough part with relationships. You want to be better for your significant other, but you have this addiction, and it's just so hard to grasp. But it does help. Having relationships helps overcome porn, I feel, because like you can connect more with that person, and porn is kind of like the lack of connection that we go to, maybe. How to concentrate when you have urges. That's tough, because when you have urges, you automatically enter into that like unconscious mode where you're like, damn, I'm just gonna relapse. So I don't know. I've had some close calls in that streak where I entered into that like unconscious mode, but by some like grace of God or whatever, I don't know. It's tough to always be aware of everything and not enter into that unconscious mode. So I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Maybe meditation daily helps. You take nicotine? Nope. I've never had nicotine. I've never had alcohol. I've never had coffee. I've never had soda. I've only ever had tea, smoothies, juices, and water. Hello, hey, Brother Tunjai! And unfortunately I relapsed after that because the motivation didn't last. Yeah, David Goggins, I think, says motivation is crap. Discipline is all that matters. Just living a disciplined life, because the brain's always going to want that stuff. Jesus helped me on my sins. I hated myself and started to pray, and I got so much love. I felt hope again. Lust is always... Lust is tough, because it's also ingrained in our biological stuff. Yeah, a lot of people go to spirituality and religion to help, and it helps, but you still see people relapsing, even by going with God and spirituality and religion. People still relapse. So It's tough. I started taking nicotine patches lately for health purposes. I'd recommend looking into it. Yeah, nah, I've never had nicotine. I'm good. My worst nightmare is to be a glue guy. It's, yeah, I don't know, though. Maybe try documenting your journey, because it helped me. It helped get me that far in the days. But yeah, my worst nightmare is never living a life, or living a life where I knew like the potential and possibility of what I could have been. To die with all these goals and dreams within me. I don't want that. I want to see what's possible. I want to see like how far I can push myself, how far I can go, where I can go. And just getting rid of all this comfort and pleasures and instant gratifications and addictions. And comfort. I think I said comfort, maybe. What do you do with all the free time? So, the last time I've ever played a video game was summer of 8th grade. Summer of 7th grade. I haven't touched a video game since. Which was, how many years ago was that? Maybe when I was 13? And I'm 30 right now, so that's like 17 years. 17 years I haven't touched any video games. But I still waste time. So I look at charts a lot. Forex charts. I do watch a lot of YouTube videos. What else do I do with my time? I still have this bad habit of texting a lot of people, which doesn't help with NoFap, actually. What else do I do? Audiobooks, sometimes. Music, a lot of music. All of us are pure potential. Exactly. We've all got this potential within us. I started a 100-day streak of NoFap with spirituality plus working out to get fit. Because winter's coming. Yeah. We've got like 5-6 months left of the year, so we gotta dial in. We could completely change our whole lives around if we dial in these next 6-5 months and end the year strong. So, man, where could we be if we just went for it? Hey, what's good, Aiden Kuber. Yeah, we were just mentioning the Rubik's Cube that I haven't touched in months. Yo, bro, can you get a shout out? Hey, shout out to TRG Chef. Another chef in the building. God created free will, that's why you don't have to put your faith in Christ. God hates sin, and why he don't get rid of sin because he wants you to. What music do I listen to? I listen to some Chinese music lately from this Asian show that I've watched with my parents. A lot of like pop and dancing kind of videos. Anything except, I always say anything except rock. I don't really like metal or rock and country. I don't really like country that much. Or techno, all that. I don't like that. I don't like metal, hardcore rock. I like pretty much everything else. Is that ASMR? It's the AC. Apparently people, I didn't think it was that loud, but yeah, it's the AC, the air conditioner. It's my day one. Hey, we all start somewhere. It's the AC unit, because it's hot. Shaurya Pandey. Swole JB. You still running? What's your craziest goal this year? Consistent, get a huge streak back with at least 7 miles a day, get my morning routine done, and end the year by waking up at 5 a.m. for the remaining of the year. For a whole year. Get back into the ultra shape that I used to be in, and hopefully, before the year is over, run 100 miles. Fingers crossed. Do you reset on? If I half-ass, no, I don't reset. I only reset if I don't drink a gallon, and if I don't read the pages for the book. Yeah, that's when I reset. If I have to like rush through things and like knock out some half-ass push-ups, I'll still count it. Yeah, I need to run more. Got some big races. I got a race next month, which it's gonna be rough. Up and down this hill for 30 miles. I went yesterday. It was hot. I made it like halfway up, and I was like, man, I'm not feeling it. I went back down, and the race is 5 times up and down that hill, so I'm gonna have to dial in with the training. So I think today I woke up at 5, did 7 miles, then just recently I did an hour on the bike, trying to build up that aerobic base up, because it sucks. I've been slacking all year with that. Hey, take care, Alfred. Any tips for dealing with crazy urges? The night is, so if you can get through the night, that's when most people have their urges. It's just to not be on your phone. That's the biggest thing. Just not be on the phone and then just lay there. Eyes closed, even if you're unable to sleep. Just to not be on your phone. My goal for the year is to get fit and get posture like Kawhi Leonard. Hey, you got it, Batman. Kawhi Leonard, isn't he the one with the big shoulders? He's got some big shoulders and like huge palms. Yeah. We'll get there, Batman. I'm gonna be at the LA Marathon. That's exciting. Next up is a 50K for you, Swole JB. I can see you running 50Ks, 50 milers, 100 milers, trail races. Didn't you run a trail race? I feel like you've done a trail race. Katie has an alien posture. Hey, same with Wembanyama. So Wemby, he's got the alien posture kind of thing. But his flexibility is insane. I think he's done like splits and heated yoga and all that. I like reading boring books. That helps going to sleep. I'm reading it's getting kind of boring, a Warren Buffett book. It's like 800 pages. I'm on page 300 something. I'm slowly chipping away at it, but it's getting boring. But I have to finish it before I can move on to the next book. Put my phone across the room from me before I go to bed. Some people have told me that, but when I hear the alarm, I don't want it to keep ringing because I don't want to wake anybody else up in the house. So, Will Chamberlain versus Kobe. I've always liked Kobe's style of play, and I haven't seen much of Will Chamberlain. Plus, I just like Kobe's mentality and his work ethic and all that. So, I'll always go with Kobe. Kobe's footwork or MJ's. I haven't seen much of MJ, but I remember watching back in the day a lot of movies on MJ, like documentaries. Not much documentaries on Kobe, but I watched a few on like YouTube. But once again, Kobe, because Kobe's more my time than Jordan. Hockey or basketball? Basketball. Hockey, it just seems... I've never watched hockey, but Hockey just doesn't seem as fun. I've played basketball, I haven't played hockey. Plus, Kobe got most of his moves from Jordan and his footwork. So he studied Jordan. He's almost like the exact replica of Jordan with his moves. I like the fights in hockey. Yeah, there's a lot of fights that I've seen. Like, it's a whole different level. It's like Bron's game it's not comparable to Kobe's. It's just different, right? Bron's passing was better than Kobe. His like leadership maybe is better than Kobe's. It's just different. Like they have two separate games. You can't really compare the two. But he doesn't have that like killer instinct that Kobe and Jordan had, but he's still contributing in different ways that Kobe and Jordan didn't contribute. Answer please, did I miss something, Chef? I don't think so. I'm not seeing anything, Chef. Chef TRG. I gotta go home. I wonder if Steph will be one of the greatest at the end of his career. I like Steph. Plus he's got a lot of championships to back it up too. I'd say he's up there. I don't know. I like Steph's game. He changed the whole. Steph actually contributed to like the whole change of play of like the NBA and just basketball in general. Like more 3-point shooters, whether you're a big man or a small forward or a guard. He changed the whole trajectory of basketball. Like everybody's shooting threes now. And Steph, yeah, he's definitely one of the greats. What do you mean answer you? I answered you, TRG. Plus, Steph isn't genetically gifted, which makes it that much more incredible. Is Giannis? I like Giannis. I haven't watched much of his game, but I remember watching a documentary on him and how he grew up and stuff. I haven't seen much clips of him play. But I like him. I like who he is as a person. Plus he got, was it Rookie of the Year? 1 year? Chris Hansen, looking for you, dog. Who's Chris Hansen? Matthew plays. So I can hit my goal of 50 subs. Oh, you're begging for subs. Come on, Chef. You can't do that. Yo! What's good, Kevo? It's good to see you. What picture is that? If Yao and Shaq played in the same... Hey, that would be crazy. Yao, Shaq, and Wilt Chamberlain. Nobody could guard them. Pick a niche, or pick various niches and see what sticks. At the gym, hey, you're inspiring, man. You're always grinding. Yeah, I was just at the gym. I got an hour on the bike, which I gotta get used to that bike because, man, sitting on that bike is rough. Like, sitting's tough. Just sitting on that bike for 20 minutes, that starts to hurt. If I ever want to do an Ironman, I gotta get used to sitting for hours. It's the AC. Turn the sore workout into that's what the mind does. You gotta turn a bad day into a great day, even if like you go through the emotions. Some days we go through the emotions. We go through the motions. That's what I think Jocko Willink said. Whether you feel like it or not, whether it's a good workout or not, still get it in. Which I gotta get back just to the whole grind mentality. Giannis, Yao, David, Katie, and Scotty. So it's tough because nowadays the game is so fast paced and a lot of threes. I like and sub. Just to help you out. Help me out. I don't need any subs, Chef. I'm good. I'm good. Hey man. Yeah, I feel like we've all been in ruts and having rough times, so we're gonna get out of it though. Overall I'm alright, but things could always be better. How am I doing? I'm good for the most part. Right now my nose is itching though. I don't know why. What's that noise? Everyone's talking about the noise. It's the AC. You think Rodman was good? I haven't seen much of him play, so I don't know much about Rodman to comment on that. I've seen some Allen Iverson highlights though. I like his game. Kyrie. I love Kyrie's game. Yeah, it's the AC. Favorite LLM and why? Hey, what's good, Grok? What's LLM? Writing the play professionally. NBA? Ha! I don't know what an LLM is. ChatGPT. I like ChatGPT. I've used it to create workouts and stuff. Hey, Manassas. I'm in Charlottesville, Virginia, so that's a ways, I think. Like 2 hours? Is it 2 hours? I have no idea. ChatGPT. I like ChatGPT. I'll choose that. You could, basketball, you need to be extremely, the percentage of being in the NBA for that, man, you gotta have like extreme genetics or like extreme talent for that. And me being 5'9", white, nah. I think you're close to where your sister was. Oh, Manassas? For Ian? Do you take any supplements? I do not take any supplements. I did used to take moringa seeds, but I just finished the last of them. Eventually I'll have to get more, but funds are low now. So, no supplements. Lexington. I'm ready for the summer. I think I need to get a little more in shape because my next race is gonna be a hot race. Pretty sure I'm gonna be shirtless for that race, so I gotta be looking nice for that race. I'll have my chest strap, my shirt will be off, and I'll be running 30 miles up and down this hill. So I gotta be looking jacked. Kevin Hart to beat Lil League, not the NBA. Kevin Hart's got some skill. He's got some skill, but he's just too short. He can play against the worst. Goggins mode. Yeah, gotta get on Goggins mode, man. Gotta get those abs and belts. I got the abs. The abs are always there. The abs haven't left since. I don't think I've ever not had abs. Hello, El Omari Muhammad. How you doing, El Omari? Yo, what's good, Captain Z? Plus, the wrench. Oh, spaced out for a second. I think 30 minutes to an hour, I tend to just get tired of streaming. Just found your channel yesterday. Hey, well, welcome to my channel, Omari, where I talk about random stuff with no structure. What day are you on? It's a sad day one, unfortunately. The chaser effect has been rough. No streams about working out and NoFap. Yeah, the NoFap era is coming to an end, and I'll be talking about other stuff and documenting other stuff and titling my videos some other stuff. But yeah, the NoFap, it'll always be a part of it, but I just want to talk about it. Do I have any gray hairs? I don't think so. Not that I've noticed. No gray hairs yet. Not at 30. Plus, I think I got good genes, because my dad, he's like 74, and he doesn't have any gray or white hair. So, I got pretty good genes, I'd say. I remember I used to play with this guy. He looked in his 30s, and he had all gray hair. Or white. Was it white or gray hair? And he had a young face, so it's like, it was weird. It was not weird, but it's just out of the ordinary. Sorry, my wife has broken. What did you say? Oh, I said I was on day one. 74, no gray? No? Maybe on the beard. Might have some like gray beard, but like no gray hair on like his top hair. The South has these random. Well, yeah, you came at a time when all this like storms are going on and rain, so it's like a stormy period. Dude is a specimen. Will you document it from today? So from now on, I'm just gonna be coming up with some like, I'm still gonna be documenting what I do, but I'm gonna be trying to come up with like different titles for my videos, different ideas, like maybe one day the accountability mirror, kind of like David Goggins challenge thing, or another day, how long can I sit in silence, or maybe one day like running an ultra, or I don't know, just random stuff, trying to get my creativity flowing with like the ideas, and doing that every day is gonna be tough. still gonna be talking about just my life. Friend of mine started getting gray hairs. I don't think there's a problem with gray hairs as long as you're overall healthy and feel good. Nah, I'm good. It's actually pretty good to get mature senses. It's rough. I mean, for me, like my back starts. I get bored pretty easily. I just get tired, and then usually from that, I just end up sleeping after that. I'll go for like 30, 40 minutes, and then I'll be like, damn, I'm getting tired, so I just go from the seated position to a horizontal position, and I go to sleep. Can I talk about the meaning of life? The meaning of life is whatever you make it. My meaning of life might be different from your meaning of life. I can sit in silence for days, no problem. Can you? Like without any distractions? Like no phone, no talking, no distractions, just sitting, no reading, nothing. Just sitting and doing nothing for hours. Usually when I get bored, I start thinking about things, different ideas. Whatever you make it. Nope. Have I read David Hawkins' books? I have not. I mean, I got so many books lined up, so like I can't think of any other new book because I've got so many on my list. So I thought, not talking, no any distraction is the pain of it. But that's the problem, right? Society, they're so busy and always doing stuff and always trying to be productive or always trying to distract themselves with addictions and distractions that they don't know how to sit with themselves and like actually truly listen to their thoughts. And sometimes it's a scary place, but we need to learn to be with our thoughts and to just sit with them. Favorite meditation teacher? I don't have really a favorite meditation teacher. I don't really have any. I don't know who is a meditation teacher, spiritual teacher. Well, Thich Nhat Hanh's a good spiritual teacher. I used to watch interviews by him. I think he passed away many years ago. Dalai Lama is a good one, I guess. Maybe even with distractions. Yeah, the mine's a tough one to gain control over. Oh, my meaning of life is just to keep growing. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. And then just like keep trying to grow and learn about yourself. And it's less about the outward world and more about just like delving in and unpeeling the layers of insecurities and distractions and like who you're not to find who you want to be. Getting rid of who you're not. Pure attentiveness from Carl Jung. I've heard. Everybody's heard of him. Yeah, I'll need to look up that. You may fit the archetype. Maybe. If I didn't have family life before I had for a long time ago. Well, it's kind of like, right? We fit in this identity or box. It's like a basketball player, right? Their whole life, that's all they want to do. And then by some freak accident or by life, it takes that away from you, and you got to figure out who you are without that thing that you thought you were. It's like life takes away your leg and you can't play basketball anymore. Okay, now who are you without that? Or recently, this like mom who her whole life was caring for her son who had autism, and now the son is like at a residential place, so she has to figure out like, who am I, like, because like everything she did, from what she cooked to the food she bought, well, everything was geared towards like taking care of her son, and now she has to figure out like, what does she like to do, what are her wants, what are her desires. So it's the same with family, right? If we don't have, like, family is great to live for and stuff, but like what happens when someone passes away and we don't have family anymore? You're just distracting yourself from distractions. How you doing, Gail Trucker? Gonna do push-ups today, Albert. Well, if you can't do push-ups, there's always something to do, right? Kind of like Goggins said, if he can't run, then he'd find some other way to challenge himself. There's always like sit-ups. Pull-ups also has to do with the elbow. Planks, or I don't know, handstands. Do I watch Exerbia? One push-up at a time. I'm gonna have to do it in sets of 10. My condition took my life. I only have my family and friends left. Okay, but like, what if you didn't have your family and friends? Like, what if they passed away by some freak accident? Then you'd, like, there's always some freak thing that life will always like throw at us. And it's sad, but yeah, life's a continuous test of like maneuvering around life. That didn't make any sense. I took care of my mom when she was dying of cancer. When she was gone, I had nothing to do with her. I had no reason to get up. That's why you gotta find out, like, what do you want that's not attached. I mean, that's beautiful to take care of like family members and stuff, but like, we can't latch our identity onto other people. Took care of her for years. Yeah, the reason for living has to be greater than other people. Have I seen Cameron say? Oh, that was a while ago. Someone broke his pull-up record. Some Korean guy in the military broke Truett Haynes' record a few months ago, I think. But yeah, that's old news, Batman. Truett Haynes right now he's working towards the sub 2:30 marathon currently. Now, man, his running is. He did 100 miles this year. He did like 3 marathons. He's been doing like 100-mile weeks, looking still jacked, trying to get down to, I think he was 180 something. Now he's trying to get down to like 155 to get to sub 2:30 marathon. That's his goal. And then he's also got a 100-mile race ultra in the mountains sometime this year. Yeah, he's a beast, man. He's inspiring. He's been putting in 100-mile weeks. Damn. I would come close to the reason I didn't. I know it's bad. Yeah. Wim Hof was the same, I think, because his wife committed suicide. I don't know if you've heard of Wim Hof, but his wife committed suicide, and he fell into a deep depression, but he had his kids to take care of, so that's what kept him going, were his kids. So Truett Haynes is a beast. He is. I'm trying to find other reasons why isn't Goggins breaking the record again, because Goggins is done with that. He's done. Like, it's not about, for him, it's not about like keep going back to keep breaking the record. It's kind of like Truett. I don't think he's gonna go back to break the record. I don't know, but Goggins does have a race this August, second weekend of August, and he hasn't raced for 5 years, so I'm excited to follow along with that. 200-mile race. That's exciting. After not racing for 5 years, Wim Hof the Iceman, yeah, I like him too. But I lost both my cats in less than 3 weeks. That pushed me. Yeah, man. Pets, the death of pets is rough because I lost my cat. I lost my 2 cats within the past year, and that was rough. So yeah, I've lost my 2 cats within the past year. Do you think Wim Hof's methods? I think they're legit. I think it's legit. It's even scientifically proven what it does. The black and white, no, the big fat, like grayish cat, he died. And the yellow cat that I've had for like 19 years of my life died. Do I read philosophy? I should. Maybe back in the day I did, but not recently. I gotta get home. I've been streaming for 82 minutes. They weren't just my pets. I know, yeah. Same with my cats. They helped me through so much over the years. I'm at my house and yeah, it's sad, but it's like, it's life, unfortunately. But yeah, keep pushing through it, and yeah, just, there's no reason to ever take your life. And for today, push myself around. Man, I've done that so many times. Like, this is the day that I finally go all in, or this is the day that I'm finally pushing myself. I'm just actions, man. Actions are everything. That's all that matters. Just doing. So yeah, let me head home. I got stuff to do. Hey, thanks for coming by with the stream though. It's been a while that I've streamed. But yeah, sorry, Crash. Wish I had more words of wisdom. When I'll stream again? I don't know. It's so random. I need more consistent times to stream. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't promise anything. Of course, Crash. Of course. Take care, Crash, Batman, and the 5 people on here.